What's up everybody, this is Cheesy Mr. Poof and I welcome you back to HearthSide Friday, your weekly dosage of Hearthstone content on the Cheesy Mr. Poof channel. And before we go check out the deck of the day, I would like to talk to you about something that has been bothering a lot of people lately and for a longer time with Hearthstone really. It's the price of Hearthstone. Now there was a whole Reddit post about this, I might put a link down in the subscription below, but yeah. So Hearthstone is expensive. I don't know why I'm looking at quests, I was supposed to go to the shop, but yeah. So they jacked up the price of the packs recently, which people did not appreciate at all. And in my opinion, stuff like classic packs or older expansions should cost less than the newest expansion, because that just makes sense to me. And yeah, so there's also been lots of talk about people getting into the game, looking at it like, yeah, this is a very cool card game by Blizzard, it's very polished, looks nice, feels good to play, but I'm never gonna play it again because it cash grabs so much. And that is kinda true, but a lot of streamers have proved that you can do a free-to-play account and still get good decks and do well in Hearthstone and even reach to Legend, but that requires you to play a shit ton of Hearthstone. Which is not bad if you like the game and you really want to get good at the game and get good cards, you probably want to play a lot of the game. But if you want to build all these cool decks, you're gonna need to spend some money in Hearthstone. Or play a shitload of Hearthstone, as I told you before. But if you're worried about those things and you don't want to spend a lot of money on Hearthstone, that is what I'm going to I'm going to be helping you with today. So we're going to be taking a look at this deck, which is the Budget Zoo. And the name probably spoils you the idea of the deck, but yeah, it's budget. So we have a common, basic, a rare, we don't have many rares in this deck, another common, another basic, common, common, rare, basic, common, 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 and common. So we only run two rares, the Knife Juggler and the Murloc Tidecaller, and you could even substitute the Tidecaller for something a little bit more aggressive. So yeah, it's a pretty basic zoo deck that tries to empty the hand really quickly and then life tap to get more cards and beat the opponent down fast. And I feel like this little budget deck here could already win you some games, and well, we'll have to find out, won't we? I already made two other decks as well, the Budget Mage and the Budget Beef. The Budget Mage did not do that well in the metagame that I was playing against, which happened to be 5 warriors in a row and a quest rogue. So yeah, not sure about this deck, but we're going to be playing the Budget Zoo deck today. And hopefully we will win some games and show you that you don't need all the epics and legendaries to be victorious in Hearthstone. So yeah, rank 10, Budget Zoo, play ranked, let's go. And yeah, let's see actually if the deck list is there again. The deck list is there, looking fabulous.
Versus Garrosh.
And it's another warrior. I swear there has been nothing but warriors in rank 10 these recent games that I've played through. Do we keep this? Probably too expensive. Let's hope for some more early game. And we draw some early game. Do we coin out Knife Juggler? We might. Actually, I feel like it might be better to get that out later. Possessed Villager gives us something even if he has Fiery War Axe. But if he doesn't, this will give us more headway. And if it's a Taunt Warrior wanting to play the quest on turn 1... Oh yeah, he already skipped turn 1. This could be a... Oh dear. Pirates!
I'm in charge now.
So we're up against the Pirates. And I actually don't have a problem with that. So, being a zoo deck, we want to control the board and then hit face. We're not going to hit face all the time. So, let's go Juggles.
Put this apple on your head.
We're gonna kill this first. And then we're gonna go Villager, hopefully hit you. Play well. So now he could be playing some removal. It's very possible that he plays some removal. Okay. Ah, that's fine. Because now he's spending resources to deal with our board as well, so that's fine. Ravenous Pterodax is going to be real good here. If this stuff survives. He could have the Ghoul, which fucks the board real hard. The Ravenous Ghoul.
The blade be thirsty.
Ah, okay. That is the thing. Yep, that's the thing you kill. And now the Pterodax is going to eat one of these things. But first we... Let's hope for some good ones. Divine Shield, definitely. Taunt would also be pretty good. If we get +3 health, we might actually live. I'm gonna go with the health. I mean, he can still do some shenanigans and kill it.
X marks the spot.
That's a 3/3. That's 2 power. Okay. Yeah, that's actually raising it up. It's pretty bad for us. We're going to be playing some Murlocs now. Grimscale. Yep. Yeah, that's an okay thing. I actually really like the Primal Flame lookout in this deck. Yikes. Is he gonna trade? I don't know why he's not killing that 1/1. He should have killed the 1/1 first, man. That is some misplay. But that's fine, we're gonna play some cards. Stabilizing the board. Stabilizing the board. But yeah, he has a strong board presence currently. That doesn't help the situation at all. I imagine he goes like that. I mean, okay. Soulfire would be fucking amazing right now. But we're not that lucky. Well, let's play some Murlocs. Thinja, what does that pull?
Played.
It does pull some cards. But yeah, we're definitely on the losing end of this battle. That is quite obvious at this point. We're just gonna go face with everything. That leaves us at 4. Wow! See, we were doing okay-ish, but the matchup wasn't very rough. I mean, he had a pretty slow start, but we just couldn't deal with some of the threats he was putting out. But yeah, let's not dwindle on that one match. Let's get into another one and see if we can actually win. So I have faith in this deck because it's a pretty basic zoo deck, and usually zoo decks can win pretty easy if they get the right start and they don't play a shitload of taunts. If you want to upgrade this with just some little tweaks, you could put in Doom Guards. You could also put in Defender of Argus. Lots of other things, actually.
Shall be mine.
This feels pretty good, man. I'm gonna keep this hand. Because if you can go Murloc, okay, turn 1 Murloc, Void, then turn 2 Rockpool Hunter, we're already in a pretty good shape. I mean, Lightning Storm kind of hoses us there, but otherwise it's pretty good. Unless his turn 1 is like amazing. No Amaze Balls one time? No Amaze Balls one time? Thank you. So yeah, this prevents him from using Jade Claws to kill it. Otherwise I would have played the Flame Imp, but Jade Claws just wrecks the day. Okay, just killed Totem, that's awesome. Okay, now I know I said I want to play the Rock Pool, but Direwolf actually feels better here. Now he could go Lightning Storm. We can come back from that.
Out of my jungle!
Completely fine. I'm okay with that. Not gonna Soulfire it. No need. I'm gonna play some Doom. Lightning Storm is pretty fucking prima right now if he does it. Well, he has to high roll on these guys, but it's still pretty fucking top tier right now.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
That's okay. That's fine. Let's play some more dudes. And we actually
Is this really necessary?
do some trading. On this side. No health. Wind Fury can be really good. Okay, we've set him to 14. Now, things that hose us pretty hard here are Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm still hoses us hard. He has it, right? He has to have it. Oh, Maelstrom! It doesn't hose us as bad, but it still kind of hoses us. I already see the play. Do you see the play? Yeah. That'll do it. GG! And that happened with a budget thing. But the funny thing about that match was it didn't feel like I was playing an inferior deck. Like, actually, let's wrap up the episode by checking it out once more. Like, I mean, Zoo has very often been referred to as the deck that is like super simple to pilot and super cheap to build most of the time, and it's true. Look at this shit. Well, that's the basic stuff. Basic stuff. Basic stuff. and commons, and a few rares sprinkled in there. And the power level still stays pretty high. Like the stuff like Ravasaur Runt, it's actually being played in some decks. Like, yeah, it's played in a lot of aggro decks. And Night Juggler, even with the nerf, is still okay. Since we have a lot of things that summon things. Also, Woodwalker and Flame Imp are just prima 1-drops. Also, I really like the Primal Fin Lookout and Rockpool Hunter. Especially the turn 1 Murloc Tidecaller and Rockpool Hunter turn 2 is pretty cool. Primal Fin to curve out on turn 3. And Ravenous Pterodax. Always funny to pronounce this thing. Pterodax. This thing can just spiral out of control, man, and you have a lot of cheap things to trigger it with. So yeah, if you are interested in playing Hearthstone and don't want to spend a whole lot of money, I suggest you start with this one, Budget Zoo. Super easy to build, super easy to pilot, and super cheap as well. And if you're not into the whole aggressive side and want to go like in a different direction, like a tempo based, which still is pretty aggressive, but it's a different build, I have the Budget Mage here, which plays a lot of cheap stuff, basics, commons, Stone Shaper and Kalimos, the Servant of Kalimos, are only rares in this deck. Otherwise it's pretty straightforward, cheap stuff. And if you want to check out some ramp, I have the Budget Beef here, running some basic cards like these, some commons, one rare, basic, common, another rare, common, basic, common, and common. Like this thing here, if you just get the right kind of ramp start, it will spiral out of control. Like, you can go as early as the Druided Claw Taunt, then into Dark Arakoa, Ball Creeper, or Sated Thresidon. If they have something that looks like it's gonna wipe your board, this is okay, it gives you 3 1/1s. Ironbark Protector, Giant Mastodon, and the Faithless Behemoth is just a whopping 10/10, and it's a common. So this is also a deck you can try if you want. If you like ramping, this is your build. And it doesn't even cost that much to make, it only runs the Nourish and Mire Keeper as rares. And there's some basics in there too. So yeah, that is how I wanted to give back to the Hearthstone community. So if there's anyone out there who knows someone, you tried to get into the game, but they just stopped because it looked cash grabbing, give them the deck lists that you just saw here, and maybe they'll have some fun. Because I really want the Hearthstone community to grow more, and I want Hearthstone to develop as we develop, and become a better game for us all to play and enjoy. But anyway, that has been it for this week. I'm Cheesy Mr. Poof. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe on the channel to receive more, and yeah. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.